Let's now welcome our reporter Natasha Phiri, who is out at the Tshwane's Heartfelt Arena for the RISE Mzansi manifesto launch. We cross to her right now. Very good morning to Natasha. Thank you so much for joining us. Just give us a preview of what's expected at the manifesto launch.
We're here at the Heartfelt Arena in the heart of Tshwane, Pretoria, and this is as we expect to hear an address by the party leader of RISE Mzansi, Mr. Zibi, who will be addressing supporters, over 4,000 supporters here at the Heartfelt Arena in Tshwane. And of course, this is to deliver the party's People's Manifesto. And of course, this is the first political party to actually deliver their manifesto here this year. Of course, he'll have the important task of not only talking to his supporters, but of course to South Africa's 26.8 million voters who are on the voters' roll, who are actually expected to go out to the polls later on this year. Of course, President Cyril Ramaphosa has not declared a date yet, but we do know that next month, on the 3rd and the 4th of February, is the last weekend for voter registration. Of course, Mr. Zibi will be delivering this address at 10 a.m. Of course, in that preview package, we are speaking to the chief organizer, Makashule Ghana. He's been talking to us about the growth of the party. Remember, this party was actually started last year on the 19th of April, and of course, it's barely a year old, but they say RISE Mzansi actually says that the party has grown from 10,000 supporters to 200,000 supporters so far. Of course, they call it the People's Manifesto because since the inception of the party has been crisscrossing the country, engaging various communities, engaging various sectors of society, business, academia, civil society, and of course, this then culminated into a People's Convention that took place in October last year at the Constitution Hill, and of course, culminating and coming out of that, we then had the People's Declaration. Of course, this then means the People's Manifesto will be delivered. We're actually waiting for our guest, but I don't know if she's actually in sight, but perhaps we will be talking to her, in the next hour, Simpi, or maybe the next 30 minutes. And of course, she'll just tell us about the state of readiness of the party. And of course, the key priorities, of RISE Mzansi, Simpi. You know that it, for those who don't know, it's actually based on, 5, main tenets, some there being, economic reforms, your climate crisis, issues around that, Simpiwe, and various other issues as well. Others around public safety, economic growth, fighting corruption, of course, and most importantly, political reform. And we expect, these to be touched on during the People's Manifesto. Of course, it would be interesting to see if the party would actually gain some seats, post the elections in the various, legislatures and in the National Assembly. And just speaking to the chief organizer, he was quite confident that yes, RISE Mzansi may be a new party, but of course they will be represented post the elections in various, provincial legislatures and the National Assembly. Would be interesting though to find out who the funders of the party. Speaking to the leaders of the party yesterday, they had said that various people actually donate to the party. But I mean, you would know that funding a party is no child's play. Simpiwe. You need money for posters, and posters are very expensive. You need money for shirts, for t-shirts. You need money for such an event like this. So these are just some of the questions that we will be posing to the leadership of the party. But I do implore our viewers to stay tuned to SABC News as we bring you the manifesto launch of RISE Mzansi.